Good morning, world. We are leaving Leyte. So we've just checked out of Liloan Beach Resort, which is right here, and the Dragon Fruit Farm. We had quite a nice night there last night. It is quite windy, but the sea looks okay. We are heading to the port to try and get on the 6 p.m. ferry to cross over from Leyte on to Mindanao once again. There's been some pretty loud waves all night. We actually spent 2 nights here at Liloan Beach Resort, and I'm glad we found that place.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
a nice place to kind of stop, and I'm kind of disappointed that we're not here in better weather, because I think it would be really nice, because on the way up we kind of had similar weather too, quite windy and rainy. But coming here around March, April time, they've got a huge dragon fruit farm, and you can go and pick your own dragon fruit and things like that. They've got goats, chickens, pigs, so it's a nice place, but just unfortunately we're not here in the right weather to really enjoy it.
I just saw a sign on the tree, but I don't know what it was saying. Like, there was like a paper sign that they put on the tree, but I don't know what it was. It was something like a sign. I don't know what it was. I also found this island right out there. Look. Out there. There, look. There, that's the island. I thought there are boats here, so I thought we could take one of those boats and one day we could go out to sea and see if we can get there.
That's right, they actually do have a boat at the resort, and the owner Todd was telling us when his daughter visits, she actually takes the boat out and goes behind the island because it's meant to be really good for snorkeling. So I think the islands, there's 2, one at the front, one behind. They're called Pablo and Pedro or something like that, but the locals around here just call them Little and Big Islands. This is the access road into the resort. We're literally driving on the sand here, and the tide has been this close to the sand the whole time that we've been here. Throughout the whole day, throughout the night, the tide has been really close because the storm Typhoon Odette, it hit here too, which we said in our previous video that we filmed here, but it actually changed the entire landscape of the beach.
Just like it did to our one as well, just completely changed the layout of the sand, which changed the shape of the beach. So a lot of property owners have come back after the storm and gone, what happened to what I bought years ago? Sorry, I'm just concentrating on all these big bumps. It's been a long time since we've driven on sand and rocks.
Yeah. So despite all the very, very heavy rains that we had yesterday and this morning, it rained quite heavily as well. This area has not flooded, which is great because they have a lot of drainage and they've got the porous soil, and they're obviously right on the beach with the sand. So thankfully this area is okay with flooding.
Yeah. So Todd and Lorna were telling us that we were pronouncing Hinanangan wrong. So we thought we'd nailed it, but it's actually Hin New Angang. So you don't say gun at all. Hin New Angang. Hin New Angang. So it's like Hin, then New, then Angang. So it's still hard to pronounce. Yeah, Hin New Angang. Did you do
Go
it?
on.
Hin you nung nung.
Hin New
Hin you
Angang.
nung nung. Hin you nung nung. Hin you nung nung. Hin you nung nung.
No, Hin Yu Ung Nung.
Apparently.
Hin you ung nung.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
We
There you
think
go.
we're probably still getting it wrong because they do have a different dialect here, different accent, and depending on who's saying it, especially when you don't pronounce your G's and N's,
Yes.
it could sound like anything, but we'll get there.
So if you do want to visit, look out for that Liloan Beach Cafe sign and head down the road. It's down there, you'll find it. On our way to the ferry, we're just going to drive through the town here we need to get some cash, so we're going to an ATM and see if we can get some snacks, because we're probably going to have to wait at the port for a little bit before we can get on the boat.
I'm super excited to kind of get into Mindanao again. because that's kind of our home island, isn't it? I know we've still got another boat to go, but Mindanao is where Siargao is, and that will be it for the big, I know there's still one more big boat journey, but at least it will be one major step closer back home, and I'll feel even slightly more relieved that we're almost there.
I spy the bank sign there on the left, that blue sign, that's where we're heading.
It's the only one in the village. I don't know where the next one will be, and we need cash for the boats here.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you spend a lot of money when you put a car on a boat, and you can't actually use a card or do any kind of digital transfer, which is a bit weird. There's a queue for this bank, so
Must have cash.
I'll be standing in it.
ATM stop done.
Yep.
We're just driving towards the port now. We're just trying to work out what this guy has got on his shoulder.
I think it's a native ladder.
A native ladder, could be. But he's just on his scooter. How is he holding it?
His left hand is just about got a few fingers in it. You can't really see it from this angle, but it is pretty much balancing as he rides.
We are taking the scenic coastal route towards the port. There is another road that goes there, but this way leads us to
7-Eleven.
the one and only in this area. There's one 7-Eleven.
So a bit of a detour, but if we can pick up some seaweed and have a few extra snacks for the boat journey, because we're going to be on the boat for 3 hours.
Go on.
Yeah, ladder man is off to work. So we've never been to this part of the coast before. Might be nice.
It's about an hour and a half drive to the port from here, and by going this route round, the coastal road route, we pass by the shops, and the other route is up and over the mountain where there obviously isn't anything. So we're not going out of our way, we're just kind of adding maybe 10 minutes extra onto the drive. Very moody grey weather, low clouds today. We have been tracking the weather quite closely, and the sea should be fine to cross today. That is rather pretty, isn't it? Very atmospheric.
Beautiful.
7-Eleven stop is done. They didn't have much in there, but they did have the dairy-free Magnum. So we stocked up, we got 3. How is it, Story?
Good.
Yeah.
Goodness me, the car is filthy. It actually looks better on camera than it does in real life. We are at the Liloan ferry terminal now. Just about to take Poppy for a walk. We saw someone else walking their dog on the grass. Got a little patch over here that'd be perfect for the pops. Yeah, I'm off for my walk.
We made it!
Yes, we got I always feel really relieved once I've got a ticket for the boat.
I know, that was really simple as well. We were a bit worried about coming here because we've not been, this way before, been here before. We're worried that there might not be an office for the ticket. Anyway,
Exactly.
it was really simple, no queue, straight up to the window, got the ticket, and we're here. So,
Exactly.
done.
Poppy's happy, I'm happy. One thing you'll notice if you ever do a trip like this, I thought I lost all my tickets there. They give you so many pieces of paper. So for those that are curious, when I went to the Fast Cat desk, which is the ferry terminal, I paid $4,650 there for the car. Then you have to pay for the driver and the passengers as well. Then you drive inside and you have to pay a terminal fee and a row fee for the car. And there was also a local government fee that we had to pay just to get in the gate. So there's like 4 different offices that you have to go through pretty much every time you go to a port. They're always in different places, and sometimes it can get really confusing. I think if there's one thing that the Philippines can really improve on, is their streamlining of ferry terminals. For a country that is made up of 7,000 islands without bridges in many places, these ports can really do with streamlining. And this isn't just like a foreigner's perspective. When I read reviews from other people, mostly van drivers and coach drivers and people with public, private vehicles trying to get across the ports, they all say the same thing. Needs streamlining. Nothing is the same in every port. You never really know where to go. There's always a queue, apart from here. So this was good, despite, I guess maybe it's not a very popular port to get on at, but I'm happy that we've got our tickets and we can head over. So the total price for everything we paid was 5,579 pesos all in, and that is about 83 British pounds one way. So we then have to pay this again when we get to Surigao to head over to Siargao. So it's pretty expensive to go from island to island when you're taking a vehicle with you.
Yeah.
Enjoy that, Poppy? Is that good? I should also note that we went through a bit of a rigmarole to get Poppy's shipping permit, which we had to get before we even left Luzon. And the only time I've ever really needed to show it anywhere is going back to Siargao. Everywhere else we've gone, we haven't really asked for it. This whole journey that we've driven to Manila, no one's asked for her shipping permit, apart from when we start heading back to Siargao. So I don't know why that is. You enjoy your walk?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went over there.
Yeah?
Yeah, over here. We saw like a puddle with loads of sludge and leaves.
Oh, nasty.
Sludge and leaves.
Yeah? Did
Yeah.
Poppy do her wee-wees?
Yes.
Good.
And she didn't do a poo.
She didn't?
No.
She did 2 this morning though.
2?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, so many wees.
Are you looking
Oh, by
forward?
the way.
Yeah, go on then.
She's Poppy 2 poo because she did 2 poos when we were leaving the house.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, are you looking forward to the night boat?
Oh yes, I am.
We can watch some films. Maybe we can listen to a podcast.
I know.
What?
Movie day.
Movie day, yeah.
Movie night.
Yeah, there might be something on the iPad to watch.
We got some snacks.
And
Poppy's done.
there's this pinata masters.
Don't lean on the car,
okay.
it's dirty.
Yeah, the car is filthy. You're going to get all dirty. You'd have to have another shower.
Oh no.
Come on then, let's get
I
in.
hope there's a shower in the car.
I'm not in the car.
Alright, there we go. Fast Cat. That is the one that we will be boarding. It was quite a good boat actually.
Yeah, apparently these are the only ro-ro boats, which are the roll-on, roll-off boats for vehicles in the Philippines that can travel almost as fast as a fast boat, you know, like a fast ferry.
Yeah,
So that's why we like them if possible. They're a different shape.
they are a different shape. They're more like a kind of catamaran, flatter boat. Boarding time. It looks like we're going to be the first people on the boat.
I think so.
We were the first people to board last time as well.
Yeah.
Alright, on we go. Fast Cat.
Right.
Right at the front. Same position as last time.
It was, wasn't it?
This is it. This is it. Let's go to Oh, where are you? I can just see your bun, Story. Story.
Oh, hello.
She's got her doodle pad there. Poppy, that's it. We're going on the boat again. Back to Mindanao.
It feels good to be on the boat actually. This is one of my favourite ro-ros.
Yeah.
It was a good crossing, it was nice and simple, and I feel accomplished that we're almost home. Probably not going to believe me as I say this, but there is a lovely smell on this boat. I don't know what it is. It smells like flowers. You wouldn't expect that from like a vehicle transport in the Philippines, would you? Another thing I love about these fast cat ferries is how quickly they're loaded. Everyone just drives on one side like this, and when we leave, even if we don't come out the front, you just do a U-turn and go back out that way. Loads of space on board, professional staff. It's good.
It's almost touched the roof.
Yeah, nearly. It's not that far.
If I was standing on the roof, I could get on the roof.
Yeah, if you were standing on that, you could probably touch the roof. You're really close, aren't you?
We are disembarking the Fast Cat. I have to say that was a really good crossing. Some foot passengers getting off. I think there was a whole tour bus on here.
What was that?
At the back, so this is probably all the passengers from the bus. I say tour bus, just maybe a general bus.
Yeah, just bringing people home maybe.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
we're arriving back home almost.
Exactly, yeah. It was a good crossing, wasn't it?
Yeah, this fast cat is the best.
Alright, all 4 wheels We're on Mindanao. We made it. Can't believe it. That is the tour bus I was talking about. There was actually 2 of them, so that's where all the people were going. How are you, Story?
I'm really excited! Almost at Siargao. We're almost at Siargao.
Almost, yeah. Little excited. It's quite late. Poppy, there's Poppy's butt there. Right, we have a half-hour drive now to the hotel, and they've prepared some food for us, so we're going to have a fairly late dinner, but we're all kind of hungry, so it'll be very welcome. Looking forward to getting there. Going to end the vlog for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.